Good evening, YouTube. 28, pull your weight. Thursday, October 28th. We're sitting right at about 5:30 p.m. Had 2/10 of rain this morning. Last night or this morning. Was up here. Turn my radio down. Was up here mowing late after dark last night. Basically got rained out, or basically quit before I didn't get the bush hog covered with water and all that. Thought it was going to be a pour down. Never did. It rained sometime in the night pretty good. Everybody said around 2 o'clock. But anyway, got a good little shower. Retailer finished our ammonia, the orders that I gave them. I put the ammonia toolbar on yesterday afternoon. Had something put in the monitor wrong on a product. That monitor is new to that tractor. Yeah, because it come out of my 245 that I got rid of, so it's now in there. So it's a newer monitor that come out of there, and something. Anyway, it's something. All the data and all the stuff was gone, so it was basically like starting over. So it is done. It is ready to go. A second, let me get through this. It is ready to go. For basically only going to be able to get a 3 tanks at best done today. I figured it should be 150 acres, and probably would not get 2 tanks done today. Because basically it was pretty sticky, I thought. I mowed some waterways as well this morning as well, getting them done and out of the way, and so the water can really get in them good and really get good drained out, and kind of run through them when we get the winter rains, the early spring rains, however you want to say it, because basically our growing season's going to end next week. So got them done, and it was pretty sticky. They said out there that it had aired out a lot. I mean, I'm sure it was packy sticky, but I could have ran some, but I just kind of told the guy, and that's what he kind of said for 2 tanks, it's just not worth it. And they thought they might close early, or well, not early, but close fairly early, so I figured. And first day getting started, I kind of wouldn't mind to put a tank through it, but I had 30 acres around home I could do. I didn't think it was worth getting a bar all dirty and full of inserve. If somehow we get 2 inches of rain, I hope we don't. I hope we do not get that. I do not want that. I want to be able to get a lot of this done, or all of it done that I can. We got 20 acres we will not do, as I said before. So I want to get basically everything with that 20 acres. I said something to the guy. There's 52 acres that we're going back to corn on, and I wouldn't mind to have them do that for me. What the deal is with the bar I got and the bar I've always got, there's that one shank right in the middle. You got the note, you got that cutter and the shank. They're like right in it. They're like basically you got the cutter and the shank within like 2 inches, and it just will not flow trash. The one guy said last year, just take that cutter all the way out, and that will cure your problem. I noticed when I was looking at the custom bar there late last year, and after that, I noticed that like their custom bars, there is more of a space to allow trash flow. And now we did disc them this year, and the one they've done so far is 30 acres behind my old house. I disced them, it rained on them an inch, and this was pre-disc blade sharpening, and I thought it looked beautiful. I've always had a few rabbit hutches. I could care less. As long as you get the ammonia on and sealing, I'm not worried about it, but I've always bought that. But with their bar, didn't see it. Did the Devastators help? Yes, I really say it did. Because they were also weathered stalks as well, good and weathered. So I'm sure that was a big help. Now the stalks that we did the other day that we ripped, they were just disced, and basically they did have 3 tenths on them or 4 tenths on them. So I mean, yeah, I think that'll help. Nothing like an inch of rain, but also disc blades were sharpened, so I think that'll be a good thing. And then if we do get a half-inch of rain on them, I think they will work much better that way. So that is I done told him that I'd like to have you guys do that for me, because your guys' bar does better. And once I get going, everything works. It should be fine. I should be able to rock and roll. And I don't even know what they've really done, but hopefully. Now, one thing that we do the chisel plow. Well, we got to get the chisel plowing done. When I get to the point at the end, I'll have to get the chisel plow on the double crop bean stubble done. That's going to corn or milo. I'll have to work the ends down, which I'm working up here on a field of corn stalks. That's going to beans. I hope to have 2.9s up here. That is kind of what my thinking is up here. I have early group ups here. There's 75 acres here. 50 of it's basically behind corn stalks. And there's 20 acres of double crop beans that's going to go behind. But it's all one field. And there's going to be about an acre we're not going to touch. It washes, so we got to stand the clover. We're leaving it alone. We're not going to touch it. We're going to let the clover stand over winter. And there's about an acre end rows. I mean, I'm going out into them and kind of working a little bit. There's about a 4-acre patch that I'm not going to try. I'll let my uncle do it. This chisel plow, the old style Glencoe, the springs are not heavy enough to hold it in the ground, and that clover has sapped out the moisture. All what moisture we've got, it's really sapped it out. Which, not complaining. It doesn't sting. It's looking like a very good stand. So not complaining. But this chisel plow will just will not hold depth in really hard ground, and really seeing it more now on just we are dry. We are dry. We are not saying we don't need a rain. I'm not going to say no to a rain, because we do need a rain here. I mean, not complaining. We've got a great fall, thank God. We've got a lot of stuff done, a lot more I want to get done, and that's pushing trees, brush, a lot of shit I want to do. That's where we stand right now. Got all that, and hopefully it all works out. But I got some end rows to disc. On the one field of milo, I will not disc the end row. We're not even to the pile some end rows. It's kind of next to our county lake, and they'll just wash. So we've got a volunteer stand. The volunteer wheat is growing, and we're just going to leave it alone. We've kind of thought, nope, that'll be a good erosion control to leave there. That'd be perfect. Just what it's kind of neat standing there. Good ground cover. Was going to plant a cover crop on it. Was going to throw some tillage radishes, and also kind of thought that'd be a good, not deer bait, but good thing for something to eat and somebody to shoot them. But never got no rain to really get it growing. So, I mean, I threw some radishes out in front of our garden and on a little bit of our garden too. Oh man, 3 weeks ago or two, right ahead of like 1/8 of rain, and I can't even see them. I mean, it didn't wash away, but yeah, so they're not doing anything. Did they sprout and die? I wonder. I really do wonder. Hope not. I hope they kind of come up later. I hope. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm assuming they sprouted and died. Maybe they didn't quite sprout either. So that's kind of maybe they didn't sprout either. Is my hope. Maybe they didn't sprout. Maybe they're still there waiting on a good rain. I just don't know. But I couldn't see any. So hopefully they're there. But nope. So that's going to be our quote-unquote cover crop, and we'll work it down in the spring. And I would say I'll have to have the retailer. Oh, I'd say they're going to have to spray it with Roundup. We'll have to lay it down, and I'd say they'll have to spray it with Roundup just to kill the volunteer weed, because I'd say I won't have time with my 4-wheeler sprayer. But regardless, it's going to have a burn down application of Roundup due to the milo basically having no grass control once it's up. So kind of want to, and basically a tillage pass is not going to kill it. It's just going to basically reset it. So hopefully we can lay it down kind of halfway early and kind of get the stuff growing and come back in and just annihilate it. Sounds good in theory. We'll see if it holds true ones. I didn't turn my coverage logging on, so I don't know how many acres I got left. But I got probably 30 acres left, give or take, somewhere in there, which Basically, I'm doing about 10 acres an hour, so 330. I'm not going to make it to finish it. I think I'm going to get ringed out. My phone, sorry, crossed some ditches, letting it back down. My phone shows about 7 o'clock, the first shower starting. I probably won't run in the rain. I'm going to get the majority of the corn stalks that will be done. I'll have them done within the hour, which, I mean, that's 6:40. So yeah, I mean, I'm not far from the rain. I mean, you can see kind of clouds coming in, and you can kind of see them. I mean, kind of really cool seeing the clouds coming in. It really is kind of cool. I'll give you when I get turned around. But yeah, so hopefully, I've got the biggest chunk of this done, because I mean, that's where I'm pretty well done. I don't think yeah, this, when I get this lane laid off, I'll still have a few more passes to do. Yeah, because that's where the waterway is dividing it. That's the clover we're going to leave right behind the house. I'll leave it from our, there's a grain cart path there's bins right behind right to the south side of that house. So we can just run the grain cart from here to point A to B. So there you can see the path pretty darn good right there. But yeah, there's a waterway dividing that. But I'll let the uncle work that, because the springs on that is better. Different chisel plow, it would be better. I mean, just these it's just the older style, not meant for the high horsepower tractors. I mean, we're getting by, we're fine. Just the harder ground just don't go in. But I mean, most falls you never have a problem. But just this fall is turning into be not similar to 12, but we're kind of dry like that, and just kind of. I mean, now my points are getting I mean, there's still hard surface left on them, so they're not shot. They're not shot by no means, but we're just, I mean, the last field me and the uncle did, we both commented on how hard the ground was, and just kind of, our chisel plows were wanting to kind of ride out of the ground at times. And I posted a deal about asking a guy to change the springs out. It's never good, it's just how they are, and it is. I mean, we had this is a Series 1, they call it. We had a Series 3, and it would go through, but it wouldn't go through trash. That was our complaint, man. You could watch it, and it'd plug up, and just add 3 rows of shanks. This one here, I mean, I've yet to plug it up yet this year. It's just, and that's what I like about it, is you just go. Just keep on going. So that's what I like about it. I depth checked it about 8.5 inches. The cylinders on these, they do not adjust anymore. They're basically trash, and they leak all the time anyway. But I got the flow turned way down, and I have to blow them out. And that's what a neighbor said. You got to really turn them down for these higher flow tractors. They're just not made for it. Chisel plow for, I mean, that's in the future. Hopefully, buy a 13 shank would be fine on this. I mean, I'm 11 shank though. I'm pulling around pretty darn hard places, so it's loading her up with. And on this too, and the blacker, which the blacker muckier ground is over in them trees. It's just kind of a black muck with just kind of really darker ground, and pretty darn hard pull. Now this will really start shaking around and jerking, and like I had it doing it through the other night. There's a pretty good mucky hole in this, but it did not jerk around and toss around like I thought it might. I mean, I've been down around that 5, and I was down 5.5 the other night, just trying to keep it from jerking. I mean, I'm running 6 right now, I'm doing just fine. Could probably go about 6.1, 6.2, but just kind of trying to be a little careful with it, because I don't want to tear it in 2. But this is working. I mean, it is very good. And I'm also running the what they call frogs. It's a frog piece where you can bolt in your points, and then your twisted moldboards are different. So that's what we've always ran. Got by fine, and I really like it. You also get a little bit more deeper depth of that with that frog, because it just goes a little deeper. Dad always ran them, always kind of liked them, and in that way, if your moldboard was wore out, you could replace it or flip it, and your point was fine, leave it alone. Just kind of always liked that part. Now we'll have to flip the moldboards this year, or well, when I get done. They're starting to wear. They're just starting to wear. The points, I would say the points will be shot when we get done, so I can get all them replaced too, and have all them on. And basically, my hope is to get it all put on and have it ready to go next year for next fall, and have everything all ready to go. Just slap it on together, pull it in the shop, get it all ready. Wash it off, get it all ready, grease it, get it back out, put it away, call it good. It's good for next year. Perfect. Plan. I mean, this is and I already got the stuff on hand to do that, so that won't take that long. But put the points over, and that way you ain't gonna worry about it. That way you ain't gonna worry about it next year. It's just done. It's simple. It's on your mind. I'm gonna have a guy come look at the cylinders too. There's a guy, a roadside hydraulics the guy. He will come out to your place and take your and rebuild your cylinders. So I got a cultivator unfold. The cultivator's unfolded. I got 2 wing cylinders seeping. So I want to get them really done. I don't want to have them look at this. I'm also trying to buy new cylinders too. I'm still looking. I need to go home when we get rain. I need to try and find the owner's manual for this and see if it don't say a part number to get out of curiosity. If we even got a book. I mean, I just don't know if we even got a book, or I need to try and go on ACCO Parts and just curiosity, see if I can even find a parts book. I know the dealer said no, they had to go look back in old books and they can't find any part numbers. Said basically they need the cylinder up there to look at it, compare, and know what they got to get. Who knows? But I'd like to be able to have the depth stops adjustable from now on. Now, somebody said you could maybe put the different cylinders on it and use stops on it. I just don't. Yeah, that might be a good option to have. Who knows? But yeah, that's kind of hopefully the game plan to kind of get all this all ready. And may not be able to put it in my shop. May not be able to put it in my shed and leave it there if he's going to be a few days getting that stuff. So I'll have him just go redo them. That way they can just kind of be done and just kind of done. And hey, if you can actually find cylinders, then you kind of know. And I thought one time we looked, and I think we bought them. They were like, and Dad was alive then, and I'm going to say it's like $1,200 and some. It was ridiculous, but ACCO Parts is, yeah. But we shall see what it holds, so we'll go from there. I guess that's all the update I really got. Can't think of anything else, but I'm going to go till I get rained out, based on I see the rain getting real close, so I'm going to keep going. Get as much done as I can, so I'm not making a dent in our hole, or a dent in our groundwork. Guess that's it. Fertilizer's all spread, so we're done there. Not worried about that, so we're good. And I suppose when it rains, it'll be time to go through a seed order, or get some seed ordered. Kind of go from there. Be looking at going. Probably will not be 100% decalb corn next year. And thinking, as of now, we'll know a little bit more. But thinking of going to some cropland corn. Just kind of and use it on some landlord's ground to kind of save some money on some seed costs. Just to kind of save them some money. Cropland's good corn, and no complaints. Have no complaints in it. We just quit growing our corn when we went all decalb, and we went all cropland beans. So nothing wrong there with cropland corn. We've had great luck with it. So that's kind of in the back of my head. Kind of we'll see what that holds. That's kind of my thinking. We'll know a lot more when we get more. I got some ballpark prices, but we'll know a lot more here. Still going to stick in that 109 to 118 day decalb, and probably cropland be somewhere in that range. I know decalb the fuller season was better. I mean, it always is. I know we're going to plant more 6606. It was phenomenal. King corn, what I call it, because it was great. 6422. Now I had it on corn. Everything I've seen, it was great, and my corn on corn was great. I mean, I'm not complaining. But one field was 3 3-year corn on corn, one field was 2-year. It's still great corn. Will not complain a bit. It's still great corn. The corn after beans done a lot better, but everything's different. Everything's just kind of different, but corn on corn, it wasn't a corn on corn year. Just kind of that water at the wrong time, but it just wasn't a corn on corn year. But still, ROI still done excellent. Still done excellent. Got some good pre-sales on it, on the corn that was shelled, on some of the corn that was shelled, so still made good money. And even regardless, have not done all the break-evens yet, haven't even finished the corn yield totals yet. But throwing all that in there, still has great ROI on the farm, and the farm was mine, the 2 corn on corn fields. So stay tuned on that. Trying to work on me and the seed guy, and we got to hope it rains. We can kind of discuss a little bit more. I'm going to open the pencil on it and try and push hard on 55 acres. I want to see what we can do to push the beans. I really want to see what we can really do to really push these beans to yield. 3-year corn on corn, like the agronomist said, and he said that's a great place to start. You got no bean disease, so I'm anxious. I want to try. I want to try and really push. That farm 5 years ago, I think it was 18. Weighted strip that was 97.4 or 5 on an acre. I want to beat that. I want to beat that. Now the field made 93. We pick a bad spot. I mean, who knows? It was the luck of the draw. I mean, I'd have never believed it. I mean, I had never. It was very, very fun, but it was also challenging because basically 2.3 mile an hour in the combine just grunting, and it was. I knew my monitor was off, but I just didn't know how much it was off. But it was off the opposite way to what I thought. Just how it was doing. I mean. We never had to stop cutting, but basically by the time, like my uncle would come back, and I'd basically be heading back to the truck, or the grain cart guy would be heading back to basically the truck, or basically heading back to not stop. He wasn't full, and I wasn't. I'd basically just unloaded, or basically ready to unload again shortly. He'd unloaded the truck, and never really stopped, and kind of kept going, and then semi came back. It was also a big relief. Then he was basically back on the road, nothing flat. But yeah, so that was kind of great, seeing that, having that. I want to try it again. Hopefully the weather cooperates, we can try it again. Not sure really what we're going to do there. I mean, we've tossed around some ideas. We just got to know a few other details first as well to go with it. Well, that's where I'll leave the. I guess you still can't see. I don't know if you'll see it with the darkness or not, but that's the update I'll leave you with. I hope you enjoy, and hope you all have a good night. My phone, you can keep going. Yeah, keep rambling. My phone was showing a 1/2 inch. Now, Van put out something that south of I-70 you could have an inch and a half. Now, I'm north of I-70, but you're that close. I mean, yeah, we're 5 miles from 70, give or take. I mean, that line don't mean anything to me, because I mean, yeah, we're still close enough to I-70. So, I mean, I-70 is always a line, though, but most usually it's that way. But so we shall see. I really don't think an inch of rain, or 6 or 7 tenths, I don't think it would put us out long. Yeah, it's going to get cold, but I really think by probably Thursday we'll be able to go back going, and that's counting sun and all that. I mean, now ammonia may not be able to go for a day or two until you get temperature look up, but we're only putting 150 pounds on, so that would help. Or I can go do Cindy Mile ground right over here and get that done, and not using as much product, so that's going to be good. But we're siding some stuff anyway, so yeah, the 150 pounds in is not our full in program, guys. So don't worry, we are using a lot more than that. That's kind of, I don't know if it shows on the phone, that kind of cloud there. Window's kind of dirty, don't pay that wiper don't work, something I just noticed the other day. But that's kind of a neat little cloud there, how that's doing. Well, that's the update, so I hope you all enjoy, and I'll just catch you later on the flip side somewhere. Well, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the content.